There's this modern myth floating around in men's circles like it's sacred truth: ignore her, and she'll come crawling back. The belief is straightforward: pull away your attention, and she'll start chasing it. But in the real world, this approach often blows up in your face. Why? Because silence without purpose isn't strength, it's confusion. It doesn't project confidence, it screams insecurity. When a woman starts pulling away and your reaction is to vanish, what she often perceives isn't strength, it's emotional immaturity, or worse, subtle manipulation. She sees it as a game, and while you're staying silent hoping she'll miss you, she's already checked out. Let's root this in wisdom. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." This isn't just about romantic payback, it's about rising above the emotional mind games others play. If she's cold, don't turn to ice. If she's distant, don't disappear. Stay composed, not cold. Be steady, not spineless. Still, but not stuck. That's the essence of being a modern Stoic. Today, we'll dive into why ignoring her is ineffective, and what to do instead, combining insights from both modern psychology and timeless Stoic philosophy. Let's get into why ignoring her often backfires, starting with science and psychology. Many women subconsciously test a man's emotional presence. And while ignoring her might feel powerful to her it often feels like avoidance. A 2023 behavioral study revealed that 72% of women lose respect for men who go silent without providing context. Why? Because silence without a clear frame feels more like punishment or fear, not power. Let's break it down further. If she disrespects you and your reaction is to vanish, that doesn't show strength, it shows retreat. If she plays games and you respond with cold silence, she may assume you're scared of confrontation. If she ghosts you and you mirror that energy, you're not leading, you're simply reacting. And here's the truth: women don't follow men who react. They follow men who lead. Let's bring in some ancient perspective. Epictetus once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In simple terms, you can't control her behavior, only how you respond. So when you ignore her hoping for a reaction, you're still attached. That's manipulation, not masculinity. The Stoic way? Master your mindset. Stand firm in your values. Respond with presence, not pressure. So, what's the better path? How does a grounded, high-value man, one who lives with Stoic clarity, handle distance, disrespect, or emotional tests from a woman? You use what we call the Stoic three-step response. Step 1, the power pause. When she gets cold, says something off, or vanishes, your impulse might be to react fast. Don't. Pause for 24 hours. Let your emotions cool. Then ask, what would my highest self say right now? Here's an example. Hey, I sense some distance. I value clarity, not games. If that's not where you are, no problem, just be real with me. No begging. No chasing. Just calm, centered energy. This is self-respect, not fear. You're not controlling her, you're inviting transparency. Step 2, the unshakable frame. Women test men's emotional strength, not always to harm, but to feel safety in your depth. So when she provokes, pulls away, or plays cold, stay grounded. Not passive. Not reactive. Just solid. She says, "You didn't even notice I was ignoring you." You respond, "Oh, I noticed. Just figured you needed space." All good. That's calm confidence. You're not punishing her. You're not chasing. You're just unmoved. That's presence. That's power. Step 3, the reverse investment. Now it's time to flip the dynamic. Make her qualify for you. Shift the frame entirely. Say something like, "I only date emotionally honest women. Are you that kind of woman?" Suddenly, she's no longer evaluating you, you've turned the mirror. Now she wonders if she meets your standards. And this shift is crucial. A Stoic man doesn't seek approval, he sets the tone. He leads with inner clarity and lets others rise to meet it, or step aside. Let's look at a real story. A coaching client, let's call him Daniel, had been seeing a woman for 3 months. In the beginning, it was passionate. But gradually, she started fading, dry texts, long silences, eventually complete ghosting. He panicked. He thought, if I ignore her, maybe she'll miss me. It didn't work. She started posting pictures with another guy. Daniel came to me confused and bitter. That's when I told him the truth. Silence isn't strength if it's used as a tactic to punish or get attention. That's manipulation, and women sense it instantly. So we built a new plan, one based on Stoic calm and self-respect. It started with the pause, the message, the shift in energy, and the results? Immediate. First, he took the power pause. For 48 hours, Daniel focused entirely on himself. No stalking her socials. No overthinking. Just inner work. Next, he sent a message with full clarity. Hey, I've noticed some distance lately. I value mutual effort in a connection. Let me know if we're still aligned. No pressure either way. No desperation. No hidden motive. Just clean, composed communication. Then came the unshakable frame. He shifted all attention back to his life. He started posting, not bait, not to get noticed, but to document his focus. His fitness, his business, his mindset. He became momentum in motion. And what happened? 2 days later, she messaged him. I've been thinking about you a lot. I miss how grounded you always were. That's what Stoic strength looks like. It's not about playing games. It's not about withdrawal or fake detachment. It's about leading with dignity. You don't get to decide what she feels, but you absolutely decide how deeply she respects your energy. When you act from your values, not your emotions, you become untouchable. That's the modern Stoic way. That's the Rase Up mindset. And it's always more effective than silence without soul. Let's go deeper, into the psychology behind why this works. Women respond emotionally to what they perceive as internal strength and certainty. When you ignore them without context, they don't see strength, they see fear. They feel punished. They sense uncertainty. But when you lead with calm presence and clear values, it shifts everything. Her subconscious picks up on it. He's not reacting, he's reflecting. He's not punishing, he's choosing. He's not chasing, he's filtering. That quiet confidence forces a mental switch. You stop being the one trying to win her. Instead, you become the one she wonders if she qualifies for. And that emotional frame shift? That's the true seat of masculine power. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life." It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Translation: the moment you center your power within, the game changes. You're no longer tossed around by her moods or tests. You respond, not react. You stay grounded, not shaken. That's when you start leading, not from ego, but from essence. And ironically, it's that detachment that pulls her in. You weren't born to chase validation. You were born to embody it. This is emotional mastery. This is Stoic dominance. This is Rase Up. Let's talk tools, practical responses to use instead of going silent. These are scripts not for control, but for clarity. Script 1: Calm clarity. I've noticed a change in your energy. I value emotional maturity and don't chase uncertainty. If you're still aligned, great. If not, I understand. It's direct, non-reactive, and emotionally neutral. It shows standards without pressure. Script 2: Assertive boundaries. I don't engage in passive behavior. If there's something to talk about, I'm open, but not to confusion. This sets the tone. You're available for depth, not drama. It tells her you're a man who won't entertain emotional fog. Script 3: Disengage with grace. I respect what we had, but I don't cling to anything that no longer helps me grow. Wishing you all the best. This one stings in silence, because it's not loud. It's solid. It doesn't chase. It closes the door gently, but firmly. These aren't emotional jabs. They aren't designed to hurt. They're emotionally neutral. And here's the twist: neutrality is far more powerful than anger or ghosting. Why? Because it makes her wonder, why isn't he trying to win me back? And that question echoes louder than any silence ever could.